Seen anything inside?
So, a story that is always... Two things that are always of interest to people who work unusual shifts. It includes us, obviously, when you work very early, sleep and eating. So this is a new report about when is the right time to eat breakfast. And as you can see, this is Professor Spector, who is Professor of Genetic Epidemiology, King's College London. And they've done a lot of research on this, and apparently the best time to have breakfast is 11 a.m.
Hold on.
The advice they're talking about now is that instead of what?
It depends on what time you get up. Surely. 11 o'clock can't be like a blanket time to have breakfast, because we get up, what, quarter to 4 in the morning?
No, but I think the point, that's absolutely right. But I think the point they're making is that if you lead more regular hours, then traditionally it says people often have their breakfast between 8 and 11, and what they're saying is instead of having breakfast then, push it back. So it's actually after you've got up, because I think a lot of people, you wake up, everyone has different patterns. A lot of people get up, have breakfast.
Yeah, couldn't do that.
So whatever time you are getting up, and that tends to be sometime, 8 o'clock or whatever, you eat as soon as you get up. But this is saying shouldn't eat until 11. And one of the reasons they say is more and more households, I don't know if this is true really, are sticking to a more continental style of eating. So you're having breakfast later and then eating your evening meal not until 9 p.m.
No, that wouldn't work for me.
Is what they say.
Well, they don't, it wouldn't work. Favourite cop car? You know, from cop series, police series, from anywhere. Favourite car?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. Can you give me a bit of time on that one?
Well, the one that's won is Inspector Morse's. His Jag. Yeah. Burgundy Classic, named as top of the cops by this poll that's been commissioned by Top Gear. What I'm slightly upset about, so you've got Miami Vices here, they had the Ferrari Testarossa, Dempsey and Makepeace.
Is that a Ford Granada from the Sweeney days, maybe?
Yeah, that was a Ford Consul.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. There are two cars that aren't in there that immediately sprung to my mind. Maybe it's a generational thing. Firstly, Kit from Knight Rider.
Yeah.
That's not in there.
He wasn't a detective, though, was he?
Well, he solved things. OK, well, if that's kind of like, that's not the point.
I'm going to pitch in.
And the A-Team van, the big black van.
Again, they weren't detectives, were they?
They solved things.
I'm going to pitch in Frank Cannon, who is a big sort of hefty detective from the early 70s, American detective. And I can't remember what his car was, but it was significant. And he drove it all the time. Because he couldn't run, he couldn't chase anyone. All he ever did was drive, basically.
But the point is you have to know the car.
I know. I can't remember it. Sorry.